Snapshot. Third week in a row that we're doing Snapshot coverage, baby. Let's freaking go. I am not supposed to, this is not where I'm supposed to be. Today we're headed to the swamp because there's a new mob in town. More specifically, a new skeleton. Oh, he's burning. More specifically, a new skeleton in town. Wow, this guy looks good. He's not looking at me though. Look at this guy. Look at you. This is the Bogged, and they spawn in swamps and have a chance to spawn in trial chambers, which makes a ton of sense. They're a little bit different in their attacks, which we'll talk about here in a moment, but this is very, very cool. Look at how neat their design is. What's going on the inside of your head there? Is that mushroom? There's mushroom inside their head. That's so cool. Bro is shroom brain. All right, that's pretty sick. I'm actually genuinely kind of excited about this. This is actually so neat because we already have the Stray, which is just kind of weird that it's like a skeleton variant and there were no other skeleton variants, but now that we have the Bogged, this makes a lot more sense. Okay, let me talk about why this makes even more sense by heading to a trial chamber. Okay, so here we go. This is a trial chamber with a poison skeleton spawner, or what used to be a poison skeleton spawner. This is now a Bogged spawner, which is actually super sick. If you'll remember, previously it was just skeletons holding poison arrows, and that was kind of it. They just spawned poison arrowed skeletons, which was kind of boring, but now they spawned the Bogged, which is really cool. Of course, the other spawners are all the same stuff, but the Bogged is now a new addition to the trial chambers. And we had strays in trial chambers, so this is just such a great natural progression. But what do these guys do? Well, I'll tell ya. By going into survival mode, hit me. Yep, that's right. They're poisonous. And there's Breeze. I need to run. I'm gonna die. Please, no. So they're basically poisonous skeletons. Like the strays are like slowness skeletons. These guys are poisonous skeletons, which is very neat because it means there might be more in the future. More effects would be so cool from skeletons. That's such a neat thing. Oh, that's so cool. A couple more things to note. They drop poison arrows, as you can see here. This was a stray. Ignore that. They drop poisonous arrows, obviously bones, arrows, all the things that regular skeletons would drop, but along with poison arrows, which is really cool. But they do have one more fundamental change with their health and their attack speed. So here we have a Bogged and a skeleton, and something you may start to notice as they shoot at me is that the Bogged takes longer to fire another arrow. The Bogged has an attack interval of 3.5 seconds compared to the 2 seconds of the skeleton. The other thing about the Bogged is that they only have 16 health compared to the 20 health of a skeleton, which is interesting because it feels like the Bogged has been nerfed in 2 different ways. I am a pincushion. Naturally, this will make the Bogged a little bit easier to take down, but you get that trade-off of having poison damage, which kind of hurts a little bit. I'm in pain. All right, okay, calm down, calm down. That's it. That's all I needed. Okay, I was just trying to tell him about the cooldown. I'm in so much pain. So the Bogged is really cool. I'm a fan. This is a neat little addition. I need to get rid of all these arrows. So much better. Another couple small things. This is fixed, by the way. You can drop stuff on full blocks and hopper minecarts will pick them back up. That's a good thing. That was fixed. That's great. I didn't cover that, so I figured I'd show that off. There's also now a tag called does not block hoppers for blocks that'll never disable a hopper when placed above one. So that applies to something like a bee's nest, which no longer disables a hopper when you place it above it. And then there's also a loot table for panda sneezes, which I don't think this is this isn't the right kind of panda. There's a type of panda that sneezes, and there's a loot table for that now, apparently. So, oh yeah, this guy. So these guys sneeze, and then they drop stuff, so there's a loot table for that now, which is kind of funny. There was also this whole thing where you can like launch yourself up and then like fly really, really high, and then you just don't take any fall damage. Whee! In theory, now I should take fall damage. Here we go, and yeah, nice. Cool. All right, so they fixed that. That's great. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Turns out they also made a change to wind charges where they can go through non-solid blocks, and that means, you could shoot them through mud. I don't know if this is intentional, but it's really funny. But something like a copper grate, it still hits it fine, no problem. It's just mud for some reason, it goes right through. Does it do the same to soul sand? Yup. I assume it also does it with powdered snow, right? Like, yeah, I feel like that makes a little bit of sense, but like mud? Mud? I don't know if that's intentional, but it's a thing that happens. I don't know why. There might be something cool you could do with this, although I don't know if this is gonna stick around because it feels a little weird. So that's the Snapshot. If you like this, you can check it out with the link in the description to the patch notes, and the Bogged is in the game to stay now. I really like the design of it. This is really, really nice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the second channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace.